on with the principle of alternation with the first example. So if the second and the fourth wave alternate, now we've seen in the time taken for both to consolidate and also in the construction or structure, that means the patterns that are forming the second and the fourth wave should be different. Then we also let's write here that this is a triangle, contracting triangle for the fourth wave, contracting triangle for the fourth wave. And this is the time taken for the fourth wave to consolidate. The time taken not there, so the triangle should end probably here. So this is the fourth wave. And then you should also look for the price. I mean, that means the distance covered by the second and the fourth waves. Well, if you take the absolute height from the first wave, so this is the absolute height on the first wave. This is 131, let's say, approximately, okay, 131.33, and the lows for the second wave are 130.31, so almost 100 pips for the second wave. And we should do the same to measure the fourth wave. So this is 134.04, and the lows are 132.55, so 100 and almost 150 pips. So they also differ in terms of the price traveled by the price traveled. And also we should look at the severity. That means the retracement levels the second and the fourth waves are reaching when compared with the previous wave. That is, we should take a look at the retracement of the second wave in relation with the first wave, and of course, and this retracement is, as you can see here, is more than 60%. And then you should take a look at the retracement level that the fourth wave has when compared with the third wave. And this is visible if you take a Fibonacci retracement from the lows into the highs. This is always something like 38.2 retracement and 23. So definitely they are alternating also in terms of this. So while let's say that while price is moving to the upside so aggressively, you have a third wave that is extending. And when you're looking for a fourth wave, you look for the alternation between the possible fourth wave to come and the previous second wave that you already have. Now, in this case, we had a simple structure or simple correction for the second wave, but it may be the case that you have a complex correction or a more powerful correction for the second wave, and then you're looking for the fourth wave to be the opposite, to take less time, to be the price to travel smaller in a smaller amount than the second wave, and so on and so forth. Anyway, this was the first example, and let's move on trying to take a look at another example. This was an example from the euro-dollar 4-hour chart. This is a euro Great pound. This is a euro Great pound daily chart, and let me delete the objects from here. And this is interesting to see because I would like to take a look at the move from the lows here. And this is interesting because it's a chart that is actual. I mean, it refers, its prices are referring to the current prices on the market. So it should be interesting to see. Now, as you can see here, we might have a similar situation with the previous one. When you're looking for a move to the upside, for example, so you're looking for an impulsive move, first of all, let's try to determine the lows and the highs of the recent lows and the recent highs of the move. So these are the recent lows and the recent highs. So we do have, keep in mind, like I mentioned at the beginning of this project, that Elliott-Wave's theory is a sequence of different scenarios that are being invalidated or validated by the market, and by the time one is invalidated, then it should be treated as such, meaning it should be scrapped, and you are being left with the right scenario. So until proven otherwise, this scenario, this price structure on the euro, Brighton pound daily chart might still be an impulsive move, and if this is an impulsive move, then we are looking for a sequence of 1, 2, 3. Now it might very well be that this is a first wave in the form of a leading diagonal. Let's make this one like the one we already covered, the leading diagonal. So second wave here, and then a third wave to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's write here that this is principle of alternation. Example number 2. And let's put a shape on it. And normally this would be a nice leading diagonal. Now we covered already the leading diagonals, so if you don't know what a leading diagonal is, just go on the chapter dealing with the leading diagonals, and you will have a nice review of the pattern. So the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Now why a leading diagonal? If you remember, diagonals travel within the trend lines from the one to the first wave to the third wave, and the trend lines between like this, and the trend lines between the second and the fourth wave. Here we go. So the first wave is a leading diagonal, then correcting with the second wave. Now if you're looking at the second wave structure, this looks like a nice ABC, this looks like a zigzag, and this looks like a simple zigzag, like an A, B, and C. So you have a zigzag for the second wave. Let's mark the end of the first wave. And the end of the second wave. And then the beginning of the fourth wave here. And now what we are looking for, so this is a zigzag. This is a zigzag, let's write here. And this is a zigzag for the second wave red. And now in order for the principle of alternation to be respected, by the time the third wave is completed in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see a nice sequence, a nice impulsive move for the third wave to the upside, like 1, 2 here, or maybe 2 here, who really knows, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and then by this time you're looking at the fourth wave. Even at this moment of time, when you're looking at a possible fourth wave structure, then you should take into consideration the principle of alternation. And first of all, you're looking at the price. Now, if price corrected here, let's try to see. This is the maximum for wave 1, so 0.8168, and the low for the second wave is 0.7960. So that is almost 200 pips for the second wave. And then for the fourth wave, you are looking for a consolidation that is bigger than 200 pips, and so far you have the low, this is 0.88, and the low here is 0.83, so definitely bigger than 200 pips so far, providing the fourth wave is done here, which may be completed or maybe not. But let's move on the next recording with more details on the second example here.